What's up, y'all? We back. And if you don't know who I am by now, ask somebody. So in this video, I'm gonna be going off the dome and talking about when I realized that this shit was not for me. I used to work at like this crazy 9 to 5. Like, I'm not even gonna say the name right now because they probably still try to sue me, but it's a small business. And I'm gonna say their name sooner or later. So trust, just not on this video. And that kind of showed me how 9 to 5s operate and how they get away with so much shit that they shouldn't be able to get away with. Like, I remember this guy, the boss of the company, was talking to an employee, and he was talking about, yeah, I got a house for rent. I just want $2K per month. Bro, we make $2K per month. So you want me to have this job specifically to pay you my rent? So basically, you not paying me at all because you getting $2K back that you giving to me, and then I have to have another job for myself and the bills. Like, what kind of, ain't that weird? And then I would see them like literally disrespect people like in their face, and the people just don't do nothing about it. Like, they try to disrespect me. Nah, I went off on their ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's crazy because they kind of don't have a limit. The only limit that they have is on that paper that you sign. Like, I've seen so many people get dissed by managers who are like younger than them. And it's like, bro, you talking to a 50-year-old man like he's your kid, bro, and you're 20. Like, you're bugging. Like, that ain't right. And then the culture that goes into work. Like, everybody's a hater. Like, it's crazy. You're around these people all day, every day, and they actually hate you, but they smile in your face. Like, what is that for? You can't talk about nothing with them because they just want to talk about each other, the job, or what they doing this weekend, or what they doing next weekend, or what they did at the club on the cruise ship. Like, dude, I don't want to talk about that, bro. I'm trying to grow. You can't grow or get deep with none of those people at your typical 9 to 5. And then it's crazy because the pay, you go through all of that and you don't get paid nothing for what you go through. You're essentially trading your time for dollars, but the time that you spend is like hell. So imagine you got to put up with disrespect from people who are higher than you. You got to put up with toxicity and jealousy and anger and hatred from your coworkers. It's like, bro, why am I even here? And you get paid $1,000 every 2 weeks. It's like, bro, why am I even here? Like, it's mentally draining. Like, and then speaking of the pay, it's like I've seen them literally hold people's checks just because they don't like them. So on payday, when everybody else get paid, they'll keep your check in paper and hold it just because they don't like you and make up a bullshit reason why you didn't get your check on time. It's like, dude, you're playing with people's lives, bro. And they don't care. Like, that's just the typical 9 to 5. Like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. When people feel like they have power over another person, they go crazy with it, and it's just crazy. And then it's like the trust. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust no HR. You think HR is really there to protect you? HR was there before you. They're cool with them people. They're not there to protect you. They're protecting the brand. They're protecting the business. They making sure they don't lose money. They're not there for you. You crazy? Nobody, especially the management, when they tell you, oh, you can console in me and trust me. Yo, look, I literally seen this one time. The manager was angry at this guy, so she told him she's gonna fire him. And then she told him she wanted to see him beg on his knees again to get his job back. Why would you say that in front of everybody? You put his business out when you said again. So you basically insinuated that he begged on his knees to get his job back. And that's supposed to be something between you and him. But you put him on blast in front of everybody just because you was mad. Just because you felt like you had that power. That's not right. And then if they don't want to pay you, they just won't pay you at the job I was at, they would give you like little BS reasons as to why you can't work today. So say you misplaced the USB Type-C, the little $5 cords. They'll take a whole 100 out of your pocket and say, oh yeah, you misplaced the cord, so now you can't work today. What kind of reasoning is that? That's $5. You're supposed to be a big business, you know what I mean? Even if you're a small business, you're a business. You're supposed to have that covered. $5, you can't spare $5, but you can take out 100. That's your way of saving money at my expense. Like, that's just not fair. Like, you shouldn't have that type of power over somebody. That can decide somebody's rent, somebody's living. That's why I built my own house. That's why I bought my own land, because I'm not trying to pay rent all my life and deal with people like that all my life until I die. That's how people die young. That's why y'all dying young. I ain't dying young. You bugging, you think I'm dying young. And I can only speak for myself, but if you in that situation, bruh, I recommend you to get out. I'm not gonna lie, whatever you gotta do, get through it and get out. Don't stay in there, because you ain't gonna live that long. And if you do, your hair gonna be gray by the time you turn 20. I swear. So you better get into a side gig, eBay, I don't care what it is, but do not stick to no 9 to 5, because that will drain you physically, mentally, and everything elite. But that's all I got for this one. So let me know how y'all feel about 9 to 5s. Do you agree with me? Because I made some pretty good points. If you disagree, I personally think you bugging, but just tell me why you not bugging in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right.